Yeah.
I'll tell you, that's the way I'd like to go though.
Oh, he was a great. I would have thought he'd be taken way after me.
Yeah.
In all honesty, he was in great health.
Yeah. Hey, you found us.
Yeah, we were wondering if you're coming.
I was coming, but I was running a little late.
They're running late too. So
We're running late too, so.
Well, good deal.
All good. All good.
Okay.
Hey, it's Michaela. Are you messing with this picture? Okay, they also
How are you, Charlie?
uploaded the mouse to get this PowerPoint function. So can you, I just plugged in the USB port because I no longer have a mouse, but it's whatever is on the project.
Is Mr. Trumbo?
Supposedly, yes.
No.
I don't think he's gonna be here.
He's not coming for the meeting, no.
Okay.
Okay.
Right. We're trying to get the computer working how the graphics.
Is there another meeting
I
in
don't
the
have
big
a
one?
mouse.
And check this out.
Does that make sense? Like I had to
Commissioner's
unplug
thing in there.
the
Okay.
dongle that makes the mouse work in order to plug in the USB. So, are you able to?
No.
Do you know which one it is?
It's, that you did, you know, that's it, just that.
Yeah. There it is. Got it. I'll double check if they're in here. Oh, he has it, yeah.
Okay, works. We're ready.
Tonight I had a
Yep.
train
Alright, sweet.
that delayed me.
Understandable.
Okay. You guys need anything else?
Mr. Grimmer, are you ready?
Yeah. She's, okay. We're streaming. Right. Okay.
All right, it's 1:37. We're going to get the meeting started. And first is the notice of the meeting was posted on October the 1st of 2021. And second, Mr. Gammon, if you'll call the order.
Okay. Members of the Board of Adjustment for Oklahoma County is Mr. Jonathan Cran,
Present.
Mrs. Charlie Phillips,
Present.
and Mrs. Rhonda Walser.
Present.
All right.
We have a quorum.
Number 4, approval of the minutes of the previous meeting that took place on August the 24th. Do we have any corrections or on?
I looked at them and I didn't see anything. I moved they be approved.
I'll second.
Mr. Cruz,
Aye.
Mr. Phillips, Mrs. Phillips,
Aye.
and Mrs. Waters.
Aye.
All right. Number 5, we have discussion and possible action for the approval or the denial of a variance, VA 2021-05 to the Oklahoma County zoning regulations. We have a James Wade. Mr. Wade, are you present today?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, would you like to come forward and speak on your application?
Really have a professional presentation. You guys should have everything attached to it. It's we're building a pool house that's 14 feet from the side fence as opposed to 25 feet. Our property is 1.09 acres as opposed to 0.99. Otherwise, we would be within the guidance. I have approval from both of our neighbors on both sides. It's printed at my office, but it's also on my phone, where they are okay with the presentation. They're okay with the building. They're okay with the design. They're okay with the location and the size and everything like that. And
So
as
you do
far,
have that in writing.
yes, ma'am.
I have a question of, so it looks like your neighbors have complied with the 25, like they put in pools in a pool house. Is there a
Yes.
reason why you have to set yours right there and
So,
you can't move it over? a little bit?
Well, because I now have a pool there. So we built the pool and was unaware of the 25-foot rule at that particular. There's there's just not enough room to build it. It would be like 9 feet wide or whatever of a pool house, and that's not big enough to be able to
Gotcha.
justify having it. The pool house on the left was built at the time of the construction of the home, and he's also the builder of the house. So the homeowner is also the builder. So he was, and he was one of the founding people in that neighborhood. So he was well aware of that beforehand.
Is there a homeowners association?
Not yet. We are still governed by the developer.
Okay.
West Point Homes, I believe, is who it is, and I have emails communication from their CEO or CFO. I don't remember which title. He stated that as long as I get you guys' approval, they don't have a problem with it in the neighborhood.
Okay.
So without touching the screen, can you kind of give me an idea where your pool is?
We don't have like a
It's-
laser pointer or
No,
anything
that's
that
fine.
helps us with
That's
that.
fine. So it's 7 feet right here, just to the south of it, and it goes 42 feet, or 49, 27, 35, or 38, 46. It's 53 feet end to end. And so the first thought was, well, let's just move it to this side. But then I still can't meet the 25-foot guideline.
So 24 by 46, I'm guessing here, do you have a shower or a toilet or?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, so it's gonna be, because it's pretty good size.
Yes, ma'am. It's gonna it'll work. The initial anticipation is to put a gym. That's where my wife is going to work out. I would say me, but I know I'm not going to. So she will work out. I will not. I mean, I'll probably move the stuff into it, but that's about as much as I'm gonna do.
And I guess there's not an option to put it on the other end, put it on the end?
Back here. So
Still
by
fun.
putting it right there, yes, there's plenty of room to do that. But now by doing that, it's our personal preference to be able to see our backyard. Because at that point, by building it right here, if you stand at the back of the porch and looking, then we won't be able to see our kids. We have 2 young boys, 11 and 6, and we have nephews that come over, and our yard is the biggest, and they play football back there and stuff like that.
Gotcha.
If we put it right here, it's not see-through all the way. I mean, it'll be brick just like the home.
I guess there's nothing that runs through there that's in between those 2 homes that it could be.
No, there's not a drainage easement. or
Utility.
In
anything.
here.
Just nothing.
No, ma'am. So OG&E, we've already moved everything, or had everything moved. OG&E actually was out there Tuesday, Tuesday, and moved the line and put it in conduit and everything all the way along the fence line down to about right here, and then their box is right over here. So they came far enough back and went straight across.
Any further question?
No, I don't have anything further on this one.
I make a motion to approve.
I second that motion.
Mr. Grant,
Aye.
Phillips,
Aye.
and Mrs. Ball.
Thank you very much.
Thank you. Have a good day.
We don't stay in here now, right?
No,
You don't have to, if you don't.
All right, next on the agenda,
Excuse me? I have it, I don't have it. Okay. And so we just wanted to wait for- Thank you, have a great day.
all right, next on the agenda is discussion and possible action for approval or denial of variance VA 2021-06 to the Oklahoma County zoning regulations. We've got an application for Tom and Kathy Webb.
Present.
All right, would you like to come forward and speak on your application, Mr. Webb or Mrs. Webb?
Yeah, I'm at a disadvantage to some of this because I was injured during the process, and so Kathy will have to answer some questions.
It's all my fault. He broke his femur, and so he barely got back into school, and so I'm the one who took over, so.
All right,
We submitted all of our plans that had drawn up to the HOA, and they approved it. And our next door neighbor are going to church with us, and they're good friends of ours, and they gave us a letter saying it was okay to build. And we
As close as we needed to, but
we ended up a foot and something too far over.
we're 18 inches over. So this actually is wrong, it's showing that we're 3'8" over. And when my husband sent that in, he meant that we're 3 foot, it's actually 3'6"
The building sits.
from the fence. So we wanted to show you a picture that it is 18 inches over that we are, to the property line. Not 3'8" out of 5 foot.
You're supposed to be 5 and you're
Right.
into it.
Oh, well, here's what happened. We actually, someone in our Sunday school class works for a builder. And so, she sent out one of her architects and, she was gonna draw up the plans. And she's the one who actually said she looked up and there was no setback. That's what we were told. We looked in our HOA and there's nothing about a setback in that either. We went on the assumption that there was no setback. We even have neighbors that built their garages and they're 4 feet from the property line.
Don't get into that.
So, well, I mean, yeah, I know, but, it's our fault for not knowing, I'm sure.
But it's constructed and there already, right?
Yes,
Um,
here's the,
I have a question.
yes.
I had the opportunity, I don't live very far from there, and I had the opportunity to drive into the neighborhood and look kind of generally at the property in the neighborhood. So when I know there's a cross street with Southerly Ridge, and you're on Southerly Ridge right about where you guys are at.
Right.
Is the building that we're talking about the garage that's adjacent to the house
Yes,
that
it
you
was,
can see from the street?
right, when you
Is that
pull up
that
to
building
the-
we're talking about?
Yes, when you pull
Okay.
up to the stop sign, it was really big for an RV.
Yeah. Has the building already been? Is there electrical connected to the building
Yes.
already?
Yes.
Okay. What was the cost of constructing the garage?
About 100,000.
I wanted to make sure that was what we were talking about and not a secondary outhouse or
Oh.
secondary property that I might not have seen from the street. It wasn't clear to me based on the materials, and thank you for the clarification.
So my question is, in the background, it says that a concerned resident called. What is that about?
So someone had contacted us, and we were out there doing inspections in the neighborhood. Our inspectors are always out. So the inspector went out and just verified that information to make sure that they were actually within some conflict of our regulation.
So did you receive any complaints?
No, we did not receive any complaints.
I'm curious on why a concerned citizen would have called,
Well,
just as it's not causing any problems anywhere, right?
Right. It wasn't anybody, like I said, our inspector was out there doing an inspection. Someone had contacted us. We're like, we don't have any permits or anything, so we weren't aware of what was being referenced to begin with. So we sent our inspector just to verify, are they talking about the right address even?
Mm-hmm.
Did you
So,
hire a licensed
just wanted
contractor for this project?
Actually, while I was walking, I found a guy named Freeman, and he does a lot of garages in our neighborhood, and his father used to work in our neighborhood and built some of the houses. And so when we got permission with HOA, August 1st, the rule with our HOA is you have to have it built in 6 months. Well, he was finishing up a job, and he just kept putting us off, and by that time, Tom was already back in school. And we came down to the end of September, and it's like he didn't take our calls anymore. We couldn't get a hold of him. So my son is a financial planner, and he knew a guy who builds homes in O'Keene. And he sent his best framer. Omar Fuentes, he actually lives in South Oklahoma City. And he came and looked at our plans and said that he would do it. We actually got, Jordan is a guy who,
Well, that's right. So you hired a contractor that hired a subcontractor. Would that be accurate?
Basically.
Yeah, I know Omar from Southside. I'm very familiar with you.
okay.
So no permits were pulled basically, and that's
Right.
why you're here today.
Yes,
All right.
that's right.
Any further questions?
No,
Ms. Walzer?
No question.
All right, I'm gonna move to approve.
I second that motion.
So what do we do now?
Well,
We have to,
we have to vote on the motion first.
Oh.
Mr. Crims,
Aye.
Mrs. Phillips,
Aye.
and Mrs. Glenn.
Aye.
All right. Next on the agenda,
That's approved.
Yeah, you're
Sorry.
approved.
You have,
okay.
Now you gotta get a building permit.
now you have to get a building.
I talked to her once before, I know, I gotta do
Okay.
something.
Okay.
Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Welcome.
That concludes our 2 applicants. Is there any new business today in accordance with the Open Meetings Act? Does anyone have any new business?
I don't.
I don't.
I'd just like to give my condolences to the previous county assessor, Leonard Sullivan, and also ex-state representative. I wish his family the best, and my condolences to them. So he was a very good serviceman. So with that being said, I guess we can adjourn.
You have to vote on it.
Oh.
I move to adjourn.
A second.
Okay. Mr. Crims,
Aye.
Mrs. Phillips.
Aye.
And Mrs. Watson.
Aye.
We are adjourned.
And I believe I need to come down and sign the minutes from the prior meeting.
I've got it right here.
Okay. And do we have the minutes signed from, I think there might have been an issue with the minutes being signed from the meetings prior to that.
That's what I was looking for, but I wasn't sure.
I think Miss Phillips has to sign those. I think
Okay.
that,
So
that's why I couldn't get you to sign it the last time, because you weren't presiding over the meeting.
So I need to sign the minutes from the last meeting, and she needs to sign the minutes from the prior meeting to that.
Oh, we remember that.
Okay. Beautiful.
And you had to use that one.
Thank you.
And I can,
Do I?
What is today's
Stay
date?
today is the
Seventh.
7th. Yes.
Do we have any
Crazy times.
pending applications?
Busy.
Not right now.
Not right.
It happened tomorrow. but-
I know that.
So,
I just wanted to, I always want to ask if you're here,
Yeah,
if we know of something.
sure.
See you guys next
Give
time.
me a- give me a
holler if you
heads up.
need
Yeah.
Okay.
Right now, I don't see any. So, thank you. Okay, I'll have to print those out for you to sign.
You probably want me to wait here or you're back?
Yeah, I'll just bring them up here.
All right, no problem.
That was July, was it? July?
I think so.
Yeah, don't hold me to that.
I don't think it was. I think it was June 8th.
Did you want anything?
No, I don't know that.
Maybe it was June 8th.
I always bring my own folders with my own stuff. Sure. Keep it organized that way.
No problem.
All right, well, I've got to go file a motion in case we're applying, so.
How about it?
I will,
Well, you
just,
look nice.
well, thank you. I always try to look nice for these.
You do, you look very nice.
You been doing all right? No, you were on vacation, I think, the last time.
I was. Buena Vitra. Buena Vitra. I get to go back,
California, Florida.
Florida.
Good.
Florida on the East Coast.
California sucks.
Yeah, no. My best friend lives there and she's turning 50, so it's
Oh, okay.
another vacay at the end of the month, so hopefully we don't have any.
All right, well, I'm gonna
All right,
head out
take
this
care.
way. I'm glad I was here on time. It was close. I was like, oh gosh, one other, something else.
Well, usually you're early, so you made up for it.
All right, well, hey, have a good afternoon.
You as well.
Take care.
I guess I'm missing time. It's the June meeting.
It's June 8th. Or,
Yeah.
yep, June 8th.
June 8th. Oh, okay. No, I
See if I
didn't.
have one.
I left my pen. No, I didn't. Look at one.
Oh, I may have one.
Drop it off.
Oh goodness, I can't imagine I don't have one. I always have one, that's.
Now this is a pen.
No doubt. They're taking that. I'm gonna use this real quick to sign this if you don't mind.
Sure.
There you go, Mr. Brown.
Thank you.
My condolences to you as well.
Oh, man.
Losing a sibling's heart.
It's been tough. You know, I just lost a nephew like yesterday.
Hey, you.
Hey, you,
So,
Wow.
let me keep you out of trouble.
You look wonderful. You look
We're getting there.
great.
yeah, didn't he do it? He looks good.
You want this one?
Sure, that's fine. Thank you.